is Claire, and here are some tips for A2 key candidates. Reading part. Tip number 1. Read as much as possible. Read everything you can see. Your passport, the text on a bag, or even your grandma's medicine label. Tip number 2. Read for fun. Where possible, don't just read for study. Read something that interests you. Tip number 3. Do practice tests with time limit. Tip number 4. Read the instructions carefully. Tip number 5. Look at the example. It will show you what to do. Tip number 6. Look at the titles of a longer text. They will tell you what the text is about. Tip number 7. Underline the important words. Tip number 8. Read the texts and the questions carefully. Don't choose an answer just because you see the same word. Tip number 9. If you don't know the meaning of a word, don't worry. Try to guess. Tip number 10. Answer all the questions even if you are not sure. And now, tips for writing. Tip number 1. Write at least the minimum number of words. 25 words in part 6 and 35 words in part 7. Tip number 2. Your handwriting must be clear so that the examiners can read it easily. Tip number 3. Learn the different forms of irregular verbs. Tip number 4. Check spelling, vocabulary and grammar mistakes. If you correct something, make sure that it is easy to read. Tip number 5. You have no extra time for transferring your answers onto the answer sheet. Good luck!